Hey, man.
Hello, hello. How are you? Let's try.
Good. That's cool.
I think we're good. We're good.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a great little program. So I am trying to. I can't. Hello, everybody. If anybody's there, welcome. Welcome to the Coinlist queue. What's
Nice.
happening? I don't know what's happening. Nothing's happening. I'm in a queue. I'm in two queues. Like I don't know what's happening with Coinlist. I don't think I ever do. To be honest.
Yeah, that can happen if you open the browser for a second time or so. But yeah, you just have to pay attention to one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought I was in something in that I wasn't, but this is again
Let me see what happens if I share my screen.
perfect. We've got the extra screen down there.
Don't know what will happen.
I can't see the YouTube though.
Right.
Does the chat, the YouTube chat, come up here in our little thing here? Social media comments display here. Click them to showcase the stream. Show. Okay. 5 minutes.
Anders, we're not Coinlist support, so I'm not 100% sure what you can do if you don't have the email with the link. Yeah.
I didn't get the email with the link. You only got link for the second.
I think you had for the second one. I had it for both on one email. But Anders, you can go and log into Coinlist and then go to sales, I think, and then enter the waiting room.
But there's a queue for Coinlist at the moment, isn't there? Ah, there we go. Yeah. You're right. It's in the same email. So, guys, if you sign up for both, like I did, it's actually in 2 emails. Thanks very much for that, Robin. Appreciate that. So nice. I am hopefully the third time of asking, trying to get into this bloody queue.
Yeah. And so now we're in the queue.
Well, I am not a robot, Coinlist. I've been doing captures all day. I know what a fire hydrant is. It's been a manic day of doing captures and green competitions for whitelist opportunities. Guys, if you want some whitelist opportunities, you can go into our Telegram. We have an amazing calendar for all the stuff that's coming up in the next week or so. So click the link there. I'll show you. It will just pop up hopefully here. Our Telegram is just popped up there in the bottom. Our Telegram is there, or Brokenomix 1, so check that out. Our YouTube is Brokenomix Crypto Analysis, so don't be afraid to give us a like and a sub. We really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 5,000 as quickly as we can. And I am, what number are you, Robin? I'm
100,000 in the queue.
Mate, you're practically at the top. I'm 352,319.
So it doesn't look like this round is going to happen.
It's no luck this time, guys. No luck. Oh, well, I wonder how many bots are ahead of me. That's really the only question, I suppose.
Yeah. You never know. Yeah, really cool. And yeah, too bad. Well, I think in this round, I believe there was 40 million or so given away for a token price of 10 cents, which then would come down, I believe, with the allocation sizes to, if everyone would buy max, 8K people.
8K.
So you had to be there.
Yeah. Like, unless you're getting into the priority queue on Coinlist, which is you need a lot of karma. Karma's the thing they use, is it? We in our Telegram BA's number 12,097, so he might have a chance.
Wow.
4,058 for one of the other lads as well. For Savon, God, Savon is just winning everything at the moment. Fair play, Savon. That's amazing. Good work.
That's crazy. 4,000?
Yeah,
then you're definitely in there.
Yeah, so it's only going to be 8,000. The Coinlist queues are very difficult though at this point in time. They're not like they were maybe 6-9 months ago when I think it was a lot easier to get in.
Yeah.
Especially now the market being hyped up. So yeah.
Yeah.
Is anybody watching us? Or is it complete zero?
Well, we're on the 25, I think.
Oh, 25.
So it's not that bad.
No. I couldn't see anybody's comments and stuff. So
I was really looking forward to this sale.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, smash that like button, guys. No, I don't think 25,000 has much of a chance. Summit, unfortunately. We're talking about option 1 at the moment, guys. 26 here, 2 likes. Oh, you can see it all up. Come on, guys, smash that like button. Really appreciate it. Gets us up the algo, because so we can have more people here, have a better chat. So yeah, I am currently 351,727. My estimated wait time is the rest of my life. So at least 99% of the allocation remaining. So no, I don't think I'll be lucky enough to get in there. 90,000 you see here. I'd say you're probably off it by multiple, probably about 10x. So yeah, where is the ICO link in Telegram?
I think we can share, like, if you go to our Telegram, we can share the calendar that we use for ICOs and IDOs. So Sumicha, just join our Telegram and make sure to subscribe to our channel if you don't want to miss out on any of those ICOs and IDOs.
Yeah.
Like, it's as simple.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we have, just join us on Instagram, click in our pin messages, our Notion will be there, and then you'll be able to.
So Zach, what was your queue? We should have made a bet. Which position are you in the queue?
I'm 350,000. So 1,000.
I'm 100,000.
100,000.
Let us know in the chat which rank you are in. Which position are you in?
62. I am in Peru.
What do we see here?
Nice rings with there, so I just put on my slipper.
90,000. Wow.
What do you think is going to be the one that will get in? What do you think the final one? I think if you're on 12 or 15, what did you say, Rob?
I'm 100 something thousand. I mean, if you're a bit sick of those queues, not being able to get anything close to it, man, make sure to join our Telegram group, because we share IDOs, ICOs where you don't have those queues. You get what I mean? I think there's so many opportunities, whitelists and stuff that we share with our community members. Today there was an IDO of Scotty Beam. I don't know how many exited. How many exited do, Zach? Do you know?
I think it went from 4 cents up to a max of 52, 55. So nice easy 10x there. I think you're right, Mr. Henrik Anderson. Back a time for a beer for option 2. Yeah, I agree. You've been waiting this since all morning. We know the feeling, Damien. It's one of those things with Coinlist. Anyone received priority queue? We didn't, unfortunately, no. Give the link to the Telegram group. I've got the link just down here. Oops, sorry, just down there. For a Telegram. So with long queues, what happens now? Just wait it out. Show us your screen and see what we can expect, since we've never been a Coinlist IDO. Okay, I will get my screen up here. Wait a second. Share my screen. Which one? This one. So this is basically what the queue looks like. On my internet is so bad. This is what the queue looks like for us, basically. It's simple as that. If you do get it, a little pop will come up here. You click in, and then you accept that you're going to buy it. You don't have to have in this account to accept it. You have a 3 or 4 day grace period after, if you're lucky enough. So there's a quick answer to you there. As I hope that helped. Yeah, so Scotty Beam is, this is 17x CP, sorry, went all the way. High was 14x, high price is 17. Well, anyway, like a bit of money. Who's going to be playing with a nice 17x on your Wednesday,
Yeah.
What's the best way to get more karma? I think trade, stake with Coinlist.
I believe the best way is to trade a lot on Coinlist. But is that what you really want? Is that the place to trade? So I think what you really should be doing is just joining our Telegram group, to be honest. And then you have so many opportunities that missing out on this one doesn't feel as bad. If you have been waiting just for this ICO, while you don't have any others laying up, or you're not looking forward to any others, then obviously it's a really, really shitty feeling, right? So just make sure to join our Telegram group and subscribe to our channel.
Get the whitelist started with us. That's what we try and do. We've got like great community there, so I'd really recommend joining. We've got the Notion calendar for all the stuff that we have coming up in the next coming week. Imran Ahmed, 170,000, mate. I don't think there's any point. There's about 12, 14,000 at an absolute max. So you're 10 times away from it.
I think if everyone if everyone drops from the queue because they lose their connection, you might have a shot. But I do think that
you need Jackson to die or something. That was the last time the internet stopped. Like so, yeah. Like catastrophic though, Imran. I don't think you're going to have any luck there, buddy. Unfortunately, the option 2 worth it. Well, if you get it, I think it would be. But yeah, I think the classic one is Rob G saying, "I'm not going to go with option 2." A few hours later, 800,000 people are out and you shouldn't have bothered. Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah, I mean, it's always worth a shot, right? I mean, if obviously, if you have better things to do, maybe not. But if you make it, then you make it. And we might be doing a live stream, so you could maybe have a beer, enjoy it with us. You never know.
Exactly,
I mean, only about 6,000.
Yeah.
I believe it was 8,000 for this first option. Probably the second option might be 6,000, according to calculations. Yeah, best way to get karma. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I actually really like Guild of Guardians. You can compare it a little bit with Gods Unchained, which also was launched on Coinlist. I think difference between Gods Unchained, like, I don't know, Zach, if you can bring up the chart of Gods Unchained. I saw something really cool happening there today. Maybe you have to search for it on CoinGecko, but that had a huge run up.
You can just click the thing there to the left on your screen. I'll get it. Sorry. Apparently, I'm dropping quite a bit.
Yeah, so, I can't share my screen from here apparently.
I'm sorry. So that's me. Yeah, apologies. You're down here. I'll show you now. There you go, Robin.
Yeah, cool. So you can see like Gods Unchained, right? Also Gaming Coin, and on 40% today, but market cap of 160 million at the moment. I think fully diluted market cap for the Guild of Guardian token was 90 million. So this is a bit more, but it gives you kind of an idea where it could be heading to. But obviously there was a listing pump, and then it's trending this sideways, and it broke out. Well, it was just trending down, and it broke out today. So if you look at the today chart, you can see that it went to over $5 per token, and now it's retracing back. So there was a nice little pump there. But I think that the Guild of Guardians will look a bit similarly like this one. And they're both an immutable X. I mean, the great thing about immutable X is that as a gaming project, you will kind of avoid all the transaction fees that you would have on Ethereum. So that's great. But I've heard there's a few like teething issues with immutable X at this point. But yeah, I'm pretty sure over time it will be a great solution, especially for games and maybe also other things on the Ethereum network. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. If Immutable X has a massive use case in the sense that like the cost of gas fees are just so much at the moment, isn't it? So especially on Ethereum. So if everybody goes to Immutable X, that's going to really do a lot for us, essentially buying and selling NFTs, which is great. Like, sorry, I'll make that better for you like this, Rob. Maybe is that better?
Well, gas fees at the moment.
Gas fees are a bit nuts. Wow, that's
Yeah,
the wall is huge. Is that in my room, Alessandro? What else?
that's it.
I think it probably is. Like, I'm living in a very old house at the moment. Yeah. Anyway, guys, if you're not going to make this sale like myself and Robin, come on down to our Telegram. Say hello. The link is just there, or over there, or actually over there. And yeah, we have lists of our whitelists, IDOs coming up. We just got a partnership with AVAX. With Colony, which is working with AVAX. So it's gonna be lots of interesting stuff for our group. So I would really, really recommend coming along and saying hello there. Yeah,
You can see that we have over 1,800 members in our group, and there's quite some engagement and action. So yeah, people are sharing the Coinlist queues there. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did someone make it? No, I don't know. But yeah, it's a great group. So make sure to check it out. Link is in the description, I think, of this video probably, or here down.
It's just here. You can see it there on the little thing beside you. Yeah. You can talk about the crowd loan. Well, what crowd loans?
Yeah, like I think today it's no, it's not the 11th, right? Is it the 11th? No, it's the 10th. The 11th, the power chain slots auctions officially start, I believe.
For Polkadot.
So yeah, for Polkadot. So that's quite interesting. So for people that want to invest in early stage projects and you don't want to be in the queue, and you have subscribed to our channel and you're part of our Telegram group. I mean, you know what? One of the things you can invest in quite easily are the power chain slot auctions on Polkadot. These are now live. You can already pre-register basically, but I think from tomorrow officially it's going to start. These auctions have a 7 days auction period. So whichever project has the most backing basically will win an auction within a week. Yeah, like there's some great projects, and also like if you're obviously there's few ways to invest in these slot auctions. You could do it with via the Polkadot ecosystem, but then you need a Polkadot wallet. This is one like the one you can see here. Very similar, like a MetaMask, and then you can kind of enter in those crowd loans from the website. And how it works is you kind of lock away your Polkadot token, so the amount that you want to contribute, and that's locked away for almost a year, 2 years actually, I think. And there are various options now where you can get some synthetic DOT token in return that you can use while your real DOT is locked up, so you can still make use of your basically capital. So that's great. Now you can participate in many exchanges like Binance, like Kraken, so you don't have to have a Polkadot wallet. You can just do it directly from the exchange. Huobi is one of the exchanges we really like, and we have an offer for. You can also partake there. Maybe you can say a bit more about Huobi, Zach. What we offer our community, I think 20% on the trades, rebate on spot trading.
Yeah, I'll show you now.
And I think if you sign up, there's like $170 bonus. That is quite juicy, quite nice. So you have a great offer with Huobi. And if you sign up through that, I think on Huobi you have something which is called Prime Lists. It's also a way to invest in early stage projects, right, Zach?
Yeah, so basically, like as you can see here with Coinlist, there's hundreds of thousands of people in the queue ahead of you. With Huobi, you can get on the Prime list, go through our link, the links are in the description, and you can then buy the token like before it goes live with Huobi. So for example, the Mutable X, you could have bought it at like, I think it was 15 cents. And that was a couple of days ago when that went live on Huobi. And I think that rocketed. I think it's about $5 or $6 now at the moment. So anybody who's lucky enough to get in that Prime list will be extremely happy. The allocations are like, like on a party, there's like $200-300. It changes with each prime list, and I'm pretty sure they're doing like one a month at this point in time, but that could increase in the future. So yeah, I definitely look into that as another alternative way to try and get yourself to the top of the queue for these things, because obviously I think we all see it now. Coinlist is like, you know, you've got like maybe a 1 in 50 chance, maybe even worse, maybe 1 in like 80. So like, you know, that's the real issue at this point.
I mean, your chances go down obviously when there are priority queues, right? So if people get priority, I mean, it reduces your chance as well. So yeah, I would definitely check out Huobi, and if you don't have an account there, you just sign up with the link we will share under this video. So you can make, well, it's a really good offer to have 20% off any of your trading fees on spot, and then a welcome offer. So definitely check it out. I think it's very interesting, because usually what you see when you try to partake in one of those initial sales on a centralized exchange is where it's very will based. So the more capital you invest, the more weight your allocation will be. But here there's like a fixed allocation, so that's quite nice, I think.
Yeah.
And they also work with the lottery system. So
yeah. There's 42 of you here, don't like, but let's try and get like 50, 60, 70 people looking at this stream. And also the thing with the prime list is all your tokens are released right then and there. There's no messing around like with a vesting period or any of that. Like, so it's literally just bang, and then you've got complete control of your tokens, which is the major problem sometimes when you're dealing with Coinlist and the like. There's vesting periods, and it doesn't like release when you wanted to. I can hear myself here, I think.
So someone asked, how do you get priority queues? Well, that's, you know, there's a way on Coinlist where the more you've been active on there and historically, you get certain points, and then you have more chances to get a priority queue. Or if you do things within the communities of those projects that are listing, then you might have a chance, right? So projects have a certain amount of priority queues that they can kind of give to the community. So those are ways where you can get into priority queues. But I have no clue how many of those things are there, and how it's not easy to get one, I think. And obviously over time, more and more demand will be there from, you know, more and more people will have like higher amounts of karma, etc. So, you know, it's not the best thing to hope for. It is way better to just be involved with many of those ICOs and IDOs, whitelist opportunities, so that you spread your chances, right? There's a saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket, and that's kind of it, basically. I'm really frustrated that this is not like, you know, why is this not?
Thanks for shout out, Jeff. We appreciate it. And Ilian, welcome. You've never used Coinlist FOMO Sapien? Great, I love the name. Fantastic. How does it work? Well, you have to do KYC, join up, click the queue, or get involved in the sale beforehand, which involves usually doing a quiz. On our channel, we always do the answers to the quiz, so you don't even have to worry. You can just follow the video. And then just don't forget to smash that like button, guys. We're trying to get that up as high as we can. There's 40 of us here. Let's get it up. We also have so much in regards to like early stage projects, whitelisting, IDOs on our Telegram. So come down along, join there, and check out our Notion from there. So we've got lots on there. And we will have, like, we haven't got anywhere near this point of sale. I think I'm like, I'm nowhere still. I don't think I'll be there anywhere.
Let's have a look at Notion if there is something interesting that we have on the list. So as you can see, we've got a calendar. It's packed with whitelists and opportunities, kind of upcoming. Red Kite, so, you know, make sure to join our Telegram group, and we will share it. The best projects we will obviously cover in our content on the YouTube channel. So make sure to subscribe as well, so you never miss out on things, because sometimes it's kind of annoying. I've had a few times where I've seen an opportunity, I've seen a whitelist, and then because there's quite a bit, and it can be announced very often, like with only a few days notice, and then you might miss out because you were not reminded of it. So I've missed out on a few things, but that's the best way to get into things, I think. You can see that Guild of Guardians is here as well. So if you're involved in our community, you obviously don't miss out that much, I think. Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to keep on track with everything. There's just so much on, and like, there's only 3 of us, but our community and us, we really it really helps, like, because there's a lot more eyes, and like someone will be like, oh, Gomez, we like check this out, or maybe this is happening over here. So come on, get involved, and yeah, be really patient for you guys. Yeah, I remember, I get nothing. We didn't get anything this time either, unfortunately.
Yeah, but there's another chance, right? Tonight, you never know. Yeah, I think what's also, we also share a lot of NFT opportunities. We shared one very recently, which was also involved with a game called Nine Heroes. And if you were if you were a member in our community, you would have been aware of it, and potentially could have gotten in for a pre-sale price in those NFTs, and they more than doubled their value. So I'm pretty sure some of us have taken a nice little profit there. What is it like? Almost 1K each, per NFT profit, I think, current prices.
Yeah, especially in crypto, guys. The early bird gets the worm. That's the thing, to get in there as early as possible, and staying up to date with our list will really help you. So, what are you saying there? Go out, Kumar. You mentioned your Telegram in the video description. I think it is there. Just double check if it's not. It's there, mate. It's there, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other opportunities? I would definitely check. Yeah, like, I'm definitely interested in this UOB one, and they also have parachains, I saw. So yeah, for ease, you could do a lot from that point onwards. So anything else on the calendar that's really really interesting? There's a lot of gaming going on, but also some metaverse things here. And this one is today.
Priority really helps. It works trading using the 3 platforms with Prawn app. Also stake min amounts on anything and everything. Yeah, you're dead right. That's some great advice if you want to try and get yourself up the queue list into priority. I don't know how many slots are available for priority, but I think it's a few thousand. But don't quote me on that. That is just a general, an educated guess. Epic made a Coinlist account on October 1st, and somehow I did not receive any information. Is that normal? I would say so. Coinlist are not the best for their customer service. They can be quite difficult to get in touch with, as a rule of thumb. So I'm not. Yeah. Position is 73,000. I don't know what characters they are. But yeah, I don't think you're much up there, mate. 7 whitelists that don't use. Yeah, so we on our Notion calendar, we have 7 whitelists that don't require for you to stake tokens at the moment. So lots there.
There's only 1% left of the allocation. So the Guild of okay, so the sale 2 is starting at midnight UTC time. Approximately 6,000 people in this queue will be able to receive allocation. I thought it was around 8,000, but 6,000. I think it was mentioned in the chat. All right, sale is over. Sale is sold out. And I think what's also, immutable access linked to Guild of Guardians. They own Guild of Guardians, really. And I think that they've done a really nice thing there. Their token listed earlier as well. and was raised via Coinlist, and you can see that it has a nice run up here in the last 24 hours. And I really like this graph because, usually what you see with a lot of listings is a huge pump, and then it gets a huge sell-off, and then it needs to kind of recover from it, right, from all that price action. But with the Immutable X, and I think also because it was kind of a bit staggered how the tokens were released, and it wasn't really very clear when people got the tokens released. I think ICO holders from Coinlist, they got delayed, which was obviously not nice to hear. Like, everyone loves clarity, but looking at this chart, trying to look at it from a different point of view, it does look as if it did do really well for a price. So I think for a token that just is on the market, it looks really, really, really good, I think. I think this will do really well this upcoming times. I mean, everything can happen, right? Bitcoin can maybe, retrace and at any point in the upcoming weeks or so, and that could mean that there will be a sell-off in a lot of alts. But at this moment, I think alts are doing really well. Can't complain about it. If we look at the overall market, Bitcoin at 68K, Ethereum almost reaching 5K. We dreamed about this a few months ago, and then it didn't. And then the market went bearish, but it's back on track. Solana 5th place. So I think what's really interesting is whether Solana will be able to take the third spot. I don't know what you guys think, but I think there is a chance that Solana at some point is going to compete, go head and head with Binance Coin. They almost are flipping with Tether. So that's something.
I think we'll see
Cardano
quite a bit. I think XRP will have a pump up. I think XRP, well, it's gone up about 30 cents in the last while anyway. But I think XRP is due a bit of the love from everybody, because I think that SEC thing has been on for a while. I don't think anything's really happening with that. So I reckon Ripple, something will happen with Ripple. And you got everybody in Ripple that runs it is like very, very rich and can just throw money at problems, so.
Yeah, Ripple, yeah.
So they just, whatever, we'll just, it doesn't matter, we'll just sell it, whatever, 100 million Ripple. That's what I would think anyway. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's also, I feel that Dogecoin is going to get out of that number 9 position, out of the top 10. So then we might not see a meme coin in the top 10 for maybe first in a long time. So I think that can be very interesting. For the rest, Uniswap has always been around this price point. I would have expected more of Uniswap this year, to be honest. But I think there are so many different layer 1 solutions now, and there's so many DEXs that the monopoly position of Uniswap had kind of disappeared a bit. And Ethereum fees are extremely high, which doesn't help either. So yeah, let's see what's going on with that. But yeah. Which tokens are you bullish on, Zach?
I think my audio's in a bit of trouble. I don't think people can hear me. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay, but I've got earplugs in, so maybe that's why. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think Avalanche could do well. It's had a huge run, to be honest with you. Yeah, that was down at $30 not so long ago. I'm just trying to, like the guy said, I'm just trying to get small amounts into lots of little projects super early. I think that's the real key. The market's really overheated. You're buying at all-time highs. You gotta be careful. That's what I would be.
Avalanche is super interesting. They also have a few launch pads that we are going to look into, and Yeah, that can be very interesting. Like when we have more, we're definitely going to delve into Avalanche and maybe bring some opportunities to our community from there. It's just, you can see it's been doing great from like August onwards. It kind of went from $14 to 90. So what's that, more like almost a 5x there, and that's just a token. And then there's huge DeFi market going on Avalanche, and people love it because the fees are not as high. It's smooth. You can just use your MetaMask, right, to do all these things on Avalanche network, so our ecosystem. So that's
The
great.
fees are quite small on Avalanche in comparison to ETH, isn't it? The fees will be quite small.
Yeah. There's it's almost there's this tiny fees, and you can use your MetaMask and stuff. And I think that's maybe something that people really enjoy. So you can bridge your tokens easily to Ethereum. So that's probably the reason why Avalanche is doing that well, because they can, they really tap into that Ethereum market ecosystem, unlike Solana that has their, entirely own network, and they're not a MetaMask. So if for you to kind of move your capital from the Ethereum platform as a DeFi player to Solana, you have to go to a centralized exchange very often. So I think that's why we see that Avalanche is doing really, really well. Although Solana is doing well as well, to be honest.
Yeah. And then the layer 2s on top of Ethereum have done exceptionally well. If you look at like a year ago, I think Polygon was worth $0.01, and now we're up at like $2.
Yeah.
No, sorry, not $2. Well, we were at $2 at one stage. Like things like Stellar Drop, that was a top 10 for a long time. It's still just there's nothing. I don't know. I haven't heard anything from it. I think actually probably a bit overvalued at this point in time. Well, probably very overvalued, to be honest with you. Be under no illusion, gang, who's out, the 22 odd people still watching, there will be a 90% correction in this market again. So just always be prepared for that. It's happened 3 or 4 times before, and it'll probably happen 3 or 4 times again.
Well, one thing you can do is you can go to categories and actually look at those ecosystems, right? So,
Brilliant.
For instance, if you're interested in Matic, Polygon that we just mentioned, you can see like, okay, which of those projects. I mean, some of them are obviously, a lot of them are on Ethereum, right? Because it's a layer 2 solution, but you can kind of see what is driving the the value locked in that ecosystem. Or Solana, I like to check Solana quite often here, and then you can actually see which of the tokens there are doing really well in the last 7 days. And find token opportunities, really.
Yeah.
So let me check if Avalanche is here as well. So Avalanche is here on the 21st place. But yeah, you can.
Yeah,
they're all doing well on Avalanche, I think. Pretty cool. So, are you participating in option 2 later on?
Yeah, I love a bit of misery. So hopefully I can. It's a 1 in 50, 1 in 80 chance, maybe. So you never know. 8,000. 8,000 they said there on the second round. So yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah. So if you want to short a queue, do the good stuff. Like our video, subscribe to our channel, and make sure to join our Telegram group, because
if you're sick of missing Coinlist sales, if you're sick of being last in the queue, get into our Telegram. Check out our notions. Well, you will you'll increase your chance dramatically. Subscribe to your videos. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Check out our videos. get involved, honestly. Like the other day we had Scotty Beam up, and that did like a 15-17x today, like, you know. So and you could have got into that very simply by just being around, checking in once or twice a day on the Telegram, seeing what's up there, seeing what's in the pinned messages. Seriously, do yourself a favor. Like, we're a fast growing channel, and we will be getting bigger, and we'll be giving opportunity to our community. So really get involved. Subscribe, baby.
Like it's, yeah, and smash that like button. I'm actually wondering who else is going for option 2 tonight. Is there anyone in the chat that is registered for option 2? No.
What number are you in line, Crazy Chick 0503?
Good.
Because if you're not in, like, well, the sale is finished. So, and you have 3 to 5 days probably to play it.
Oh well, yeah. If you make the sale, like, you don't have to immediately purchase it. You have some time to do it. That's the only good thing about it, I think. If you make it, there's a lot of good things when you make it. But, yeah, Ethereum, BTC. That's often the question of the quiz, Zach. Which tokens can you use to participate in the Coinlist? Yeah, great. I'm actually wondering what this Guild of Guardians token is going to do.
It's market. You know, it could be a better time to release. Really, could it? Like, everything's heaving. Everything is pumping. Have you guys got any questions in the group? Any thoughts on what Guild of Guardians is going to do when it opens up? Like,
I think it's going to do well. You know, it's going to, like, if the Gods token did quite okay, then there's no reason why Guild of Guardians will not do that well, I think.
Absolutely. So if you're lucky enough to get it, Crazy Chick 0503, I think you're in for a winner. Definitely. And guys, if you want to get on, like, if you're sick of the Coinlist as well, we have Prime List with Huboy. So I'm going to link down in the description. Huboy are going to be running Prime Lists, which is similar to Coinlist's Coinlist thing, except for you get your tokens released 100% on the day. So that's a lot better. And we have a referral link down there. You get, like, the best possible referral fees that we can give you and that you can get. So I'd recommend just clicking the link there. And the Prime List will be really interesting. It's just another, like, you might as well try as many things as you can, because Coinlist is very difficult at this point in time. Like, you want to
I love this this Prime listing on the UOB. I mean, they're giving you like a $200 allocation, which is fixed. You know, unlike other exchanges that are very friendly, basically, where the more capital you have on the exchange, the higher your allocation. Here, they just have a $200 fix. So for anyone that's looking for a casual investment, this is great. And with the link, our sign up link to Huobi, I believe we have it below the video, right? Or we will definitely make sure that it's below the video. You can get 20% off your trading fees on spot. So I mean, that's a great deal, I think. And you can enjoy the welcome bonus. I think it's $170 on Huobi. So they have this Prime listing, which is really cool. Will be a great way for you to expand your opportunities into those ICO type of initial sales. And you can also take part into the Polkadot crowd loans via Huobi. I saw something on Huobi.
And shaft out, how is Huobi Prime as compared to Binance Launchpad? Well, BSC pad, you're going to have to hold bills with the Prime, you just have to sign up with the Huobi user-friendly, and then just like apply for a Prime. So it's a lot more simple. You don't have to hold on to things. What happens to the bear market? The market turn next year, and option 2 unlocks. Yeah, very true. See this market like going. I can't keep look. What goes up very quickly must come down very quickly. You can't keep on going. If you look at 2017, 2013, we had an unbelievable November, October, and then a decent December, and then January it all went downward shit. So I'd be very skeptical. If this is still crazy in February, March,
I think it's a great question. Yeah, I think it's a great question. What to do when the bear market happens in a few months, next year? Whoever knows when it happens tomorrow. Can happen tomorrow. You never know. So yeah, what to do? I think just expect it to happen. So what you need to do is currently when things are going well, every token is kind of pumping. You just need to take profits along the way, right? You just, like when you're up, you need to take profits. When you're down, you also should be able to take your profits from the table when it needs be. Don't watch everything go up and then everything go down and don't do anything. I think that's the best advice that someone can give you. Just along the way, try to take your profits so that when the bear market comes and everything is on a discount, because that's actually what happens in the bear market, right? If we think about three months ago, we could buy Bitcoin under 30K. And no one wanted to because everyone was fearful. Everyone thought, oh shit, man, it's just going down and down. I'm not going to buy it. Oh, Bitcoin is going to 19K. Oh, Bitcoin might go to 12K, right? So what you need to do is when it goes up, make sure that you take your profits. And when the bear market is there, you then have capital to your disposal to then buy things that you really enjoy, where you think the fundamentals are great of, and you can accumulate those tokens then in the bear market. So then when the next bull run comes, you're in a situation where you have a lot of seeds planted, right? And then you're going to you're going to enjoy the run up again, and you can take profits along the way up. So I think that's the best thing you can do with the bear market in mind, right? Make sure to be in a position where you took profits, where you then can utilize that whenever everything is on a discount. It's the same thing as, like, let's say Black Friday is happening on Friday, and I have a lot of sneakers. I might just sell them now when price is quite up, and buy new sneakers with Black Friday for a discounted price. So yeah, that's simply said a way to do it in a way where you don't really screw yourself over when the bear market happens, because it will happen at some point, I think.
Yeah, like markets are run by two things: fear and greed. Like, don't be too greedy and don't be too fearful. Like, and also when you take profits, do something nice. Go on a little day, a weekend away. Very minimum, have a lovely meal. Like I've been in this game for 10 years, and like I'm always at the beginning I was always looking for the 100x or the 1000x, and like it's just like enjoy your 3 or 4x as well, and go out and buy yourself a new pair of runners or whatever. Like, and it's the little things in life that really are enjoyable. Like, I bought a new printer recently, and I'm delighted with it. Like, I know that sounds stupid, like maybe the way it is, but yeah, like definitely like enjoy your winnings, like because there's not much in life you can really enjoy, and like you might as well. But there is but enjoy it, basically what I'm trying to say. And if you take profits on the way up, you'll be in a lot better position when it's on the way down, as it will. And you're going to talk about the Quartz crowd loan that's happening, Robin.
Yeah, like one of the projects we kind of covered on the channel in regards to crowd loans, and this one is on at the moment on Kusama, the Quartz crowd loan. Is unique, and unique is going, they're aiming to become like this NFT infrastructure on Polkadot. So not on Ethereum, not on all these other layer 1 solutions, but on Polkadot. And I bring this up because when I think about the bear market and I crowd loan in a couple of Polkadot and in Kusama ecosystems, your Polkadot is locked away for quite a long time, right? And it doesn't feel, I don't think it feels natural to do it now while things are going up quite nicely in the market, right? You want to have access to your capital. But if your tokens are locked up for a year or with Polkadot for 2 years, then actually the bear market is not really as much as a concern. Well, it is a concern when your tokens are released, and you might not be looking at the exact same price point as before, but at the same time you're in it for the long run, right? You're actually in it for maybe a couple of years or 3 years or whatever. So I think with these crowd loans, that is kind of the way I start looking at them. And Unique is building this infrastructure on the Polkadot ecosystem, which is a very, you could say, unique proposition, right? But what it actually means is, if you think about that, NFTs are doing really, really well now because there is future pricing. People see this as a revolutionary development, not only in blockchain but in the world. So we know that NFTs will become a huge thing going forward. So not just tomorrow, today, next week, next month. No, years from now, we will still be seeing NFTs in different forms and any kinds of forms. So if you are a project like Unique and you're building an infrastructure in NFTs, you're kind of building the future. And that's why I wanted to bring it up. So one of the things to kind of be prepared for bear market could be to do some long-term investments where you're in it, like even if it's bear market in 6 months, you actually still wanted to hold a position in those projects because you believe in it in the long run. And Unique is, I think, is one of those projects that like we've done some research on it. So we believe in it in that sense, where if you can invest in.
Ian's done a video on a YouTube channel, so that it goes into great detail there. Like, we go above and beyond all of the other YouTube channels. Like, we deep dive, we dig deep. We read the white papers. We talk to founders. Yeah, we do so much research on our stuff. So like, seriously, some good content there, and like obviously do your own research as well. But if like, we'd recommend having a good look at Quartz and Unique in general, because they're trying to build, as Roman said, the infrastructure. They're trying to build a road that every project goes on. Everybody uses the roads. A lot of people use the rail. They're trying to build those things for the future economies. Because if you think about it, like, the world's moving to more digital economy with every year, and this is where like the next like millionaires and billionaires are going to be made. It's not going to be made from like digging gold out of the ground or like running off to California and selling like shovels or pickaxes to people. Like, it's going to be made on the internet and in like areas like blockchain, NFTs, crowd loans, areas like this, IDOs. Like, there's so much there. What's Unique's token ticker? I can't find it on CoinGecko. It's not on CoinGecko yet. It's not on CoinGecko. You've got to get it on the crowd loan first, which is just there. You can participate through. Check out Ian's video, chat on our Brokenomix page to give you an idea what Unique and Quartz are up to. Because it's pretty interesting. ICP too, yeah, ICP is pretty interesting. We did a video on them when they began. We kind of predicted what was going to happen to a T almost. So yeah, ICP is a pretty interesting. We also worked with a bit with Tonic Labs, who run the basically open sea of ICP and various other things there. Shout out to them; they're really, really good guys. Shout out to Steve, two Steves in the gang. So,
he did a great video on this crowd loan from Unique on the Kusama network. So definitely check that out on the video. I did some videos on Polkadot ecosystem, parachain. Check that out. Like Zach did a video on Chronix on the ICP. So if you're into ICP, I mean, this is I really love that video, Zach. I mean, and yeah, I keep missing those NFTs on ICPs on the ICP network, and I know I'm making a mistake. I should accumulate. I should accumulate those NFTs. I think on ICP, but
there's so many hours in the day.
Yeah, there's only so many hours on the day. We did a great video on Flow. Ian did a great video on that one, and what to expect from the price when there was a big unlock coming up. Yeah, like we have a launchpad series, so especially if you're interested in ICOs, IDOs, if you join us here because of the ICO on Coinlist, we have a great. I think this is probably I haven't seen a launchpad series like this anywhere else on YouTube. So check that one out if you're interested in those early stage opportunities. Make sure to join our Telegram group. I mean, it's free. It's still free. So we've got 1,800 members in there. And there's a lot of chats going on.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I'd really recommend.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, Garu Kumar. Appreciate it. Like, we're trying our hardest to build the best community possibly can, and we will remember the OG, and we'll pass it all down. So jump into Telegram, Garu, and say hello.
Yeah.
I don't know pronunciation is terrible. Apologies, mate.
One of the ICOs IDOs we got into was Opal, which was on TrustSwap, and that was because we were so interested in ICOs, IDOs. We started trying to find launchpad where we could get involved into to just get into those early stage sales, and I don't know how many X it did, but I think he did a 50x, right? I don't know, Zach, if you know, but it did really well.
And it's just getting in early hours, keep on trying. One of them will do really well. One of them you'll get your 100x, but also be happy with your 5 or 6. Like in any stock market, if you're doing 5 or 6x on your shares, it's incredible. It's the craziest shit ever. Crypto's just so nuts like that. People with 5 or 6x aren't even really they're like, oh, where's my 100? So yeah, it's pretty mad.
You did a video on CDFI as well, Zach.
Yeah,
right?
I did broke down CDFI as much as I could with the information that's out there. There's how much you get per token or per tier. Myself and Ian created basically a way to do an analysis to get your average vesting day price, because not everybody sells at the all-time high, so I averaged it out, and a lot of these launch pads, what I found is they're really, really geared towards the whales. So unless you get in very early or you have a lot of tokens, CDFI is at $9. That started its life at something like 30 cents, in March of this year, February this year. So that's gone absolutely bananas. And then if you have 100,000 CDFI tokens, you get into all these initial game offerings, because CDFI just focus specifically on games. But $9 is absolutely nuts. I think these will be ones where there'll be huge corrections in all the launchpad tokens when the bear market does come. So if you're looking for a short, that could be a possibility. But at the moment, they're just going through the roof.
Engine Starter was also one that we got very early in, because like you said, Zach, we realized, okay, it's actually very, it pays to be very early in those launchpads. So Engine Starter is one that we got into very early, and today Scotty Beam launched as a project, and I did a 17x I saw in the chat, so that was quite good. And the good thing about it is that you then, at listing can sell off some of your tokens and actually basically free roll the rest of the release schedule.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's amazing. It's all about managing risk, really,
Yeah. And we've got a calendar in our. If you join our community, make sure to subscribe so you keep in touch on all the upcoming IDOs, ICOs, and stuff. But then when you join our Telegram group, which has 1,800 members at the moment, it's still free. You just one click and you're in there. There's a lot of chat going on, but you can We share a link with our calendar of all the upcoming ICOs, IDOs, whitelist, NFT drops, airdrops, you name it. And I actually asked one guy that's in our community for a long while, like, how much money did I make you? And he said 20 grand already and stuff. So I mean, that was quite cool to hear. I didn't do it knowingly that I was going to make him 20 grand, but like, it's good to hear that our community is doing really well with some of these opportunities.
Absolutely, and like, make sure you just like and subscribe, guys. It really helps the algorithm. And yeah, look, we're still very small. Well, we're not very small. We're fast growing, and we're gonna grow. We're 5,000 subs almost on.
We need to make that 5K number. We think it will change something, but we don't know if it will. Will it change something if we are at 5K? What do you think?
Definitely, I think it'll change everything. I reckon if I'm not getting a tweet off Elon Musk to say "well done 5K," there's something seriously wrong with the world. Yeah. So yeah, we're almost we're not in there, but we're gonna go. It's only up from here, and if you get involved in our Telegram, get involved with us on YouTube. It's tweets and likes, like we're gonna help you and make money really, because we're gonna go to the top. We also beat that Coinlist list. GOG Prime. Use our referral link in the description below. Like,
yeah,
that's gonna be a really good, like, not better chance. Tokens unlock immediately, which is way better than Coinlist because of messing around there. So
yeah, and I think, like, when we're not only going to reach the 5K, right? And how cool would it be if you can say, okay, I was among the first 5K subscribers, because we're going through a rebrand quite soon as well. So we will rebrand our name. There's some other, like, very interesting things for expanding what we're doing. Also bringing even more opportunities to our community members. There's a lot of stuff that goes on the background that we're working on and thinking of. So we really think that at some point we will pivot into even a more growth quickly. But like, I think it would be great if you're like one of the 5,000 first subscribers on our channel, and we might be doing something for our early.
We'll definitely take a snapshot of the first 5,000, and I've taken snapshots like beforehand. We'll definitely take a snapshot of the first 5,000. We'll have merch come 10,000 as well. That'll be pretty cool. And
yeah. So if you, I already clicked Coinlist away because we obviously didn't make this the sale. And if you feel shit about it like us, make sure to join our community. Make sure to subscribe, join our community, and then we will share any opportunity that we see. We will share it because we know how you guys feel. So and we all know, like, the more opportunities there are, the bigger the chance that you get into some of them. Like today, like we said, Scotty Beam did a 17x, right? And we wouldn't have gotten Scotty Beam if we were not on the hunt for those opportunities. Do you guys have plans of becoming a community-based VC pool where you help the community get into pre-sale and seed investments even earlier than when it gets on places like Seedify and Uxpool? It's a good question. Like, we kind of do want to go in a direction where we bring more opportunities, for sure. That's for our community. Till what extent? As far, like, we want to do it better than anyone else. That's what that is what our aim is. We want to basically be different than anything else that's out there, and that you can see that from the content that we're creating and stuff, and what we're focused on and stuff. So yes, but to answer your question, will we do exactly that, to be a community-based VC? If it if everything allows it, we might do. Don't know. But yeah, we're definitely looking into these directions. Yeah,
we want to create as much value for our community as possible. value in like now we're initially focusing on getting everybody in or giving up people opportunities in as early as possible. But also be great opportunities going forward in like the bear market, which will come. And so I think crypto is very cyclical. People get disinterested when the all-time highs disappear and it just stagnates for a few years. And that's, to be honest, when you make your real money, you know, when you get into projects really early. Natural Gary, sign me up. We'll get involved. The links in the Telegram. Come in, say hello. Say hello.
Shaft, you mentioned Oxbool. Do you mean Oxbool on Solana? I actually haven't, not really aware of Oxbool. Do some research on the channel. Charging the future of blockchains. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because even blockchains, we've been reading on this new technology called DAGs, which is direct acidic graphs, which are like even faster than blockchains. They're super technical, and it's just very technical. And like the projects like Aleph Zero, which is the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet. So it's maybe is there something, or there is also Discrete, which is doing IDO pre-sale at the moment, and we did a video on them, and they were doing stuff to do with DAGs as well. They're being like Monero for smart contracts. So I took those as well. Blockchain technology is now almost like 2010-ish was 2010 was Bitcoin. It's almost 13 years old now. So with technology, stuff keeps on moving. So maybe in 3 or 4 years' time, blockchain might be like a little bit obsolete, and it could all be DAGs. So I'd be looking in these areas as well. And just again, educating yourself. This is Discrete. I did a video on them. Yeah, interesting group. Really good, super smart. They do their weekly updates. It's all yeah, it's very legit. I really like the project. I bought some personally in my own personal funds. Just as a long-term hold. It's not going to be for this bull run. Definitely not, in fact.
Yeah.
But like,
I think this is a very interesting one, Zach, because if you are looking for something right now, right? Yeah, because very often we get questions, what is, give me some other ICOs or IDOs and stuff. And obviously we have, we've got our calendar with all kinds of upcoming stuff. But if you want to buy something right now and stuff, like Discrete is something you can get involved easily. You know, you can, the pre-sale is live, you can just buy from MetaMask. So they have this phased IDO system. And Zach did a video on it. So if you think like, okay, I want to know more about Discrete, check out the video, I'd say, and on our channel. And then if it's that you might be convinced that it is a great product. I think it is. Yeah. Nice.
And yeah, it's pretty interesting. And their token, I think, is at like 20 cents at the moment, and it's going up like maybe half a cent, like a quarter of a cent or a tenth of a cent a day for the next 280 days. It's going to end up at 50 cents, and that's when it's going to be released and sold in the market. Hopefully, they'll have their main net up by then, and they seem to be hitting all their goals so far. So yeah, power to them. But yeah, just keep an eye out for DAGs. I think they're going to become a bigger part of the whole crypto conversation moving forward in the next few years. Yeah, there's like 5 to 2 cents on it. Oxbool, I'm seeing stuff like Octopian, all little projects off that. You know, we have a lot of stuff in the works. Yeah, we do have a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one other upcoming promising IDO, and this is one that Ian mentioned, is Prometheus. The first real world let me check this. Okay, yeah. NFT game. Prometheus metagame Arena Studios' first multi-chain strategic RPG non-fungible token. So that sounds quite good, I think, as a metaverse play. I think one of the things to be looking into now, is like a few months ago it would be NFT projects, then gaming projects, and now it's metaverse. What's coming after metaverse, guys? I don't know.
Uh,
universe
yeah,
projects.
yeah,
Yeah.
metaverse is the key word at the moment since El Zuck changed it to Meta. But the further Facebook stays away from the metaverse, the better, in my opinion. Yeah, Zuckerberg is a pretty. I don't like the man personally. Anyway, we won't get into negativity. But we're very selective on the partners that we bring to you guys. Like, we get a lot in our email box about shitty NFT projects and just chill. And we're just not interested in that. Like, our brand is really important. Our integrity is really, really important. So we're only going to bring you the best from our point of view to our community. And there won't be any smoke holes or our integrity is incredibly important. So yeah, just come into Telegram, give us a like, subscribe, smash that like button, have a look at our Notion, our events, ICO whitelist, look through our videos, the deep dives. Like, we've got some great evergreen content there. Get involved with Huobi for the Prime listing for next month, so you get your tokens unlocked immediately. You get the Prime list. We're going to be, as far as I'm aware, we have the best deal. We do have the best deal for you.
Yeah, we do have what is it? We can set it up basically, right? We have a referral, and there are a lot of greedy bosses out there that give themselves the big share, but we just gave whoever comes through our referral link the biggest share we could give, and that's 20% on your spot trading. So you get 20% back on all the trading fees on Huobi. Use the link below in the description. You also can enjoy the welcome bonus. So that's a nice thing if you're not and especially I think many are using the main trading sites, right? Like Binance and maybe FTX, I don't know, maybe Kraken or whatever. But Huobi might be a nice addition because they have this prime listing where basically you can get an allocation for small allocation of $200. It's not whale focused, so it works with the lottery system, very similar to Coinlist. And like you said, you just need to spread out your chances. So you might try to sign up for instance, this one, Huobi Prime List to go live with the Immutable X, right? You might have signed up for Coinlist ICO, and if you probably would not have made it because of the queues, because of the priority system, because you don't have enough karma, because they don't like you. I don't know. It could be anything, right? Don't just stop there. I mean, go via Huobi and sign up for the Prime list and have another shot, right? It's as simple as that. And on top of that, on Coinlist we can't give you 20% back on your trading fees, right? And the markets are illiquid quite often, and you can't withdraw all the time, and there are delays. So with Huobi, you have a reputable exchange with a lot of liquidity, and you get 20% back on your trading fees. I mean, it's a quite nice one. If I had if I didn't have an account, I would use that referral link myself.
Yeah, I don't have it even, unfortunately. The waiting room is crashing so much from Kevin Markovich. Kevin, I think that's just happens, unfortunately, buddy. Part of that happened on Coinlist. It's just the amount he uses, the stranger says under. That's why I keep on saying get your second bite of the cherry at Huawei. And
I had the same thing today. I was in the waiting room, and then suddenly I was kicked out, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then I tried to re-enter, and the page went blank, and then I had to go back to my emails and find the link and register. So yeah, it was a real pain. So yeah, I mean, if it's there's nothing you can do. We still are trying to enter those Coinlist sales, because if you get through, you're obviously looking at something really with a lot of upside potential. if you look at some of the listings. But don't just stop there. Sign up with GOG for the Prime list. Join our Telegram group. Subscribe to the channel so you're aware of all the whitelists and ICOs and IDOs opportunity. And at some point, when you're subscribed to our channel and you're in our Telegram group, you get sick of all the opportunities that are there, and you have to kind of drop some. So that's the thing. If you're sick of missing the queues and stuff, just join our community.
Share Pananga, I'm butchering your name. Apologies for it, mate. No, you can't buy the option one sold out after 15-20 minutes. I was number 350,000 in the queue. So yeah, but the option 2 is on at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, isn't it, Robin? Or 11?
Yeah, tonight, 12. Yeah, sure.
Tonight.
Yeah.
So in about whatever, 4.5 hours, 4 hours, 45 minutes. So you might get lucky with option 2, buddy. So fingers crossed you do. Yeah. But if not, join our Telegram. We've got lots of whitelists on our calendar for whitelists for NFTs, for IDOs. I do a weekly roundup of what's happening, and So I'd recommend you get in there and say hello to everybody. We've got 1,800 members. It's a really good sized community. Got lots of people there that are super, super intelligent, that come from all walks of life, crypto developers, people, all walks of life is what I'm trying to say. And really, really would recommend coming down there, saying hello. Check out our pin messages. Check out our Launchpad series. And we have a partnership with Colony, part of AVAX, and that we're going to be bringing some really interesting stuff to our community through them. And yeah, there's lots and lots coming, lots and lots there. I thoroughly recommend.
Yeah, here's option 2 for you guys. It's happening in 4 hours and 44 minutes. You can already sit in the waiting room, but yeah, so that's happening at midnight. It has 20 million to is it 20 million? Yeah, it has 20 million to allocate. Option 1 had 40 million to allocate, but the price is 0.5 cents versus 10 cents for option 1. So you kind of are looking at a slightly less allocation. So probably around between 4 and 5K, I think. But yeah. I'm registered. I'm ready to go. Maybe we do another live. Oh no, here it says approximately. I was totally off. Approximately 2,200 people in this queue. So it's a long shot, but I'm
If you're not in, you can't win. Ladies and gents, that's basically the moral of the story. If you're not in, you can't win. We could be those lucky 2,200 people. God, it sounds pretty small. When you think I was number 350,000 in the queue, what's straight 10%, 1%, maybe what's 0.66 of a percent? If this
if there's how many spots?
Well, I was
how many
50,000.
My calendar is freezing. Oh no. All right, so we have 200, right? Divide by what's your spot?
I was
32.
50,000.
And I just make it round number, right? Yeah, I think you're looking at like a 7%. What is it? Less than 1% chance, I guess.
Yeah.
Less than
1%.
I
think I'm better off going red or black, to be honest with you.
Pretty good. Yeah, I think we discussed this live event quite okay. I think maybe we join tonight again.
Yeah. Wait for round 2, guys. We might see you there.
Okay.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Join us in Telegram. Look at the Hobie link. So you get cheap fees and the Prime list. Guys, 27 years out there. Thank you very, very much from all my heart from tuning in and get involved in the Telegram. Say hello. I'm Zach. And that's Robin. And yeah.
See you guys. Ciao, ciao.
No, I don't think it. If you haven't, you can. Sorry, Sean. You have to register beforehand to get into option 2. Option 2 is in 4 hours and 45 minutes. If you haven't registered beforehand, it is too late. but you can still get in if you're one of the lucky 2,200 people. So yeah, anyway, guys, bye-bye.
Bye.